You guys ever find yourself just chilling on the bus or at the airport or even just walking around the mall and you see a dumbass 5 year old just glued to their big ass iPad watching YouTube shorts? I mean, I've been seeing these kids so much lately, and these bastards are getting to my nerves, man. I mean, just looking at that shit pisses me off so much. Like, why, as a parent, are you giving your child this huge iPad and just letting them cook? I mean, imagine how much slop they are consuming at home if this is what we see in public. How often are these parents using this as a way to distract their child everywhere? Gen Alpha is absolutely cooked. Now, I know every generation says this about the last and or about the next, and this just keeps going and going. This is like a constant cycle of this, but the brain rot slop is real, and I think this will have a detrimental impact on Gen Alpha. Man, this iPad slop is actually out of control. I will even occasionally take a look at these kids and see what they're watching on their screens, and it is just uncomprehendable garbage. It is horrible. I feel like it's even worse than what all of the older people are watching these days. And these kids are just frying their attention span. If you take even a few seconds and just look at them, their eyes do not leave the screen. Just continual swipe after swipe. And I know that everyone's addicted to their phones in this day and age, and even old heads are stuck looking at their phones. Like, I was visiting my grandparents recently, and it was scary. I looked at them, and so often I found them just scrolling on Instagram, and every now and then they would show me just some garbage AI thing they found, and it's just horrible. But imagine the impact that this scrolling and slop consumption has on a developing brain. To constantly be filling these kids' brain with dopamine and just completely obliterating their attention span, the negative impacts of this on their growth and even social skills and even just intelligence have to be just terrible. And looking at my own experience with phone use and how it's negatively affected my attention span, and I'll be watching shows or movies and I cannot get through an episode without checking my phone at least once. Or even multiple times. I cannot sit through an entire movie unless I am physically in the theater and it's not socially acceptable, to be pulling out my phone. I will 100% be doing it. It's how I'm wired now. And all of this will get so much worse for the younger generation as they grow up with this and this habit. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but the ghost notification used to get me quite a bit. So you'll just be chilling and you'll feel the vibration of your phone getting a notification, but then you'll check it and there will be nothing there. I've had this happen to me so many times, and even multiple times in one sitting. You will feel this vibration. You will be 100% sure that you got a notification, but you'll check it and there's nothing there. And if my 21-year-old ass is getting cooked by this, imagine how bad this will be on these young kids whose brain is just so barely developed. Now, I don't think that technology is the issue here. I think it's okay that these kids have phones and iPads, but I think that short form content is the main problem. So kids went from watching cartoons to watching YouTube videos to watching TikToks and Reels. So I'm not trying to say that cartoons or YouTube videos were good for us, but having to sit there and focus on an episode or a YouTube video took a certain level of concentration. In today's society, if you are able to sit through a full episode of YouTube or just your favorite show without skipping or using your phone at all, you are genuinely Socrates, bro. You are a monk. You are him. Like, it's entirely different when you just skip a TikTok or a reel because it doesn't instantly give you dopamine, and you just fall into this endless cycle of scrolling. Short form content is overstimulating, and it completely destroys your attention span. While I do think that short form content is the issue, I also think that a certain amount of blame needs to be placed on the parents. These parents are using social media as an outlet to distract their kids so that they are easier to parent. And I think that it's going to be very interesting to see what happens when these kids grow up and if they are able to function socially and within society. Now keep in mind, I have little to no interaction with anyone who's actually in Gen Z, because I'm not on that Karl Malone type shit, so this issue could be totally blown out of proportion. But from my limited experiences, I can confirm that these kids are cooked and it is over for them. Now I am just following this never-ending cycle of generations hating on the next, like how boomers thought we were lazy and all that, but I really do think that this is a concerning issue. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. If you have any younger siblings or experience with any kids these days, let me know in the comments. Thank you for the support on the last video. I think it's at around 10 likes right now with 40 views, which I know it's pretty much nothing, but just seeing that was unreal. So I will catch you guys later. Peace.